Hey guys, this is your video lesson for day 2 this week, and I put the link on here. But anyways, what you need out is your homework, because I'm going to introduce some vocabulary here in just a moment, and you're going to need this space to keep tally marks for one of the vocabulary words. So push pause if you need to and get out your homework page and your pencil. And I'm going to go on. Okay, so for right now, while you have your homework page in front of you, you don't have this. I'm just going to do this and you follow along with me. This is a preview and pretty much a review. We've been talking about these things throughout the school year, and you learned a lot of it in first grade. We're just going to continue on with bigger numbers, so you really need to understand this in order to do it with bigger numbers. That's why we're going to preview it and go over it before we get too far into into Unit 3. Excuse me. Okay. I'm here on the weekend doing this video so I don't get interrupted, so that's why if you see me I look a little casual with my hat and jeans and things. But anyways, so the vocabulary we're going to talk about is subtraction. And for lots of these vocabulary words, you're going to do an action with them, and that helps your brain to remember it. So anytime I say subtraction, you're going to go big, small, small with your hands. So if I say subtraction, you say big, small, small. The second vocabulary word is addition. And anytime you hear addition, you're going to say small, small, big. Because when we write a number sentence with addition, the smaller number or the parts go first, and then the big total is at the end. So we say small, small, big anytime you hear me say addition. Okay, for the word model, we've done this one before, and we did a picture because it's a picture that you draw for the model. But you're also going to do, excuse me, got sidetracked. You're also, for this one, you're not going to do an action, you're going to make a tally mark. So that's, sorry, a message just popped up on it. So that's when you come over here, and anytime you hear the word model, you make a tally mark. And remember, if we get to the fifth one, it gets a seatbelt. So every 5 tallies gets a cross, a seatbelt. Okay, so that's where you're going to keep track of that anytime I say the word model. So let's go over them so far. Subtraction, big, small, small. Addition, small, small, big. And models when you make a tally mark on your page. Okay, whole is the total, total, total. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, that the total should be the greatest number if you put all the parts together. And then part is a piece, piece, piece. So the pieces or the parts are smaller than the total, or the whole, which is the total, total, total. So let's go over those. Subtraction, big, small, small. Addition, small, small, big. Model is a tally mark. And whole is total, total, total. Part is a piece, piece, piece. So here we go. Up on our rooftop of our house, we have the numbers 48 and 19. We're trying to figure out this missing part before we start plugging them, oops, I just moved it, before we start plugging them into our fact family. And remember, a fact family is 4 number sentences, 2 plus and 2 subtraction, and you use the same 3 numbers, they're just switched around to make 4 different number sentences. That's why I think they're so cool. You just need 3 numbers and you can make 4 different equations. Okay, so do we have the total or the whole? Total, total, total. I'll do it with you the first few times, and then after this you're on your own. Okay, yes, we do have the total. It's 48. And we have one of the parts, which is a piece, piece, piece. And we need to figure out the other part, which is a piece, piece, piece. So what do you do when you know the total and one of the parts but the other one is missing? Well, typically we subtract, and we do subtraction. Big, small, small. So we're going to do 48 minus 19 equals blank. That's the total, or the whole, minus one of the parts equals the other part. Okay? And we're going to do this with a model. So hopefully on your math notebook you put a tally mark. You don't have to work this along with me unless you just want to. But anyways, here we go. So 48. I'm going to model 48. Oops, sorry. I was doing hundreds. 48, 4 tens, and 8 ones. Okay, now we're supposed to subtract 19. So we start in the ones place, 9 ones. Well, we don't have enough to take away, oops, I didn't do 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have enough here to take away our 9 ones. So we have to go to the tens place and trade. We're going to trade in that 10 long, and it's going to turn into 10 new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for parents that are watching, your parents don't have to watch, but sometimes they like to. For parents that are watching, we have not learned, and they won't until around Christmas time, learn how to line it up, go next door, cross out, bring one over. That's quite a process for second graders, and they don't start that in our curriculum, in our alignment, until right after Christmas break, and then we'll hit it hard for the rest of the school year. But that's why we do a model right now. Okay, so now do I have enough to cross out 9 ones? Yes. So we'll do cross out these. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 over here. How many are left? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we're supposed to cross out 1 10 long. So this one's already crossed out because we traded it. So we're going to go to the next one, and that's the 110 from 19. And how many 10s are left? 2. So 29 is the missing part. Piece, piece, piece. Okay, so we have 29 plus 19 equals 48. Well, to plug it in and make it a fact family, we know addition goes small, small, big. So I'm going to plug in this big number at the end. And you can do this different ways, but I always like to put that big number where I know it's supposed to go, and then I can just plug in the pieces or the parts. Okay, and then 48 is the big number, or the whole, the total, total, total. So we're going to put on subtraction. We know we go from big, small, small. So we're going to put that big number, that 48, at the beginning. Now all that's left to do is plug in your 29 and your 19. But remember, we can't write it the exact same way twice. So we're going to flip those parts around to make it a totally different equation. Same thing down here. You can plug in that 29 and 19 in the missing parts, but you can't write it the exact same way, so flip them around. Okay, so what we did was did a model to find the missing part, and we used subtraction. Big, small, small. Then we used the parts and the whole to plug it into our number sentences and make 4 different equations for our fact family. So we figured out this missing number one time, and then we were able to do 4 different number sentences with it. Okay? This is just like what you've been doing on some of your homework. It's not on this one, but on some of your homework you've been doing fact families with smaller numbers, and I just wanted to show you how we do it with a bigger number. So you guys go back through, make sure you counted and tallied up model as many times as you heard me say it or use it, and we'll talk about this more in class. Thanks.